What's going on, YouTube? It's the Green Chiz, back again with an analysis on PWCC's weekly auction for Pokemon trading cards. Kind of dig into maybe some Yu-Gi-Oh! There's not a whole lot to look at this week, but just going to go through PWCC weekly auction number 13. Reminder, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be going live on YouTube today. Hope to see you guys there, going through the weekly auction, winning some stuff, not selling anything, but come join. It's a good time. So, going to jump right into this. Going to minimize my giant head so you can see this a little bit better. So, I'm going to jump first into my statistics, kind of just looking at a few different things, and then from there, going to go actually dig into the actual auction itself and get right into this. So, weekly auction number 13. I filled this out last week. Talked about it briefly. And something I want to check. I put 6 here, but I swear there was more. So I'm just going to look at this really quick. Pokemon CGC 10. I showed 6 items. Okay, so it is correct. So that is the same. Got it. Perfect. Going right back now to my spreadsheet. I really just wanted to verify that because I could have swore I saw 13, but that is correct. So what you're seeing here, there is 6 CGC 10s, but going back, overview, whole thing, 6,932 cards in this auction. We have literally probably the highest quantity. So last week was insane. But these are extremely high. About 600, 700 cards more than I'd like to see in an auction that ends this way. Obviously, if you did the old eBay style PWCC auction, you can throw as many as you want because you get the opportunity to kind of look at each one before it's ending. In this method, I'm still not the biggest fan of it. I missed the old eBay PWCC. I seem to buy more when it was like that. I don't know why, but maybe I don't know. The more heat of the moment in those type of auctions. So, Pokemon is owning percentage market share here, and it is clear they are here just dominating. They own the weekly auctions. Pokemon owns the weekly auctions at PWCC quantity-wise. And a lot of the time, some value, too. So I'm going to do actually that quick comparison. I'm going to look at like the front page of the Pokemon, what's bidding highest already the day before when I'm recording this, compared to like basketball, because you see basketball's usually number 2 in percentage. So I'll compare basketball's top page to Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon just to see how the prices are actually there. Who's got more market share or something like that. So good deviation, half Japanese essentially. Literally half Japanese, which is pretty insane. It's not just an English world out there. It's crazy that the collection like this, it's being that sold and bought at the same rate as English. It's crazy. Similar type breakdown between WotC and post-WotC. Previously, it's been drastically different. I think actually this is the first time there is more non-WotC products in the auction. Every single time before this, Wizards of the Coast has owned it. Usually 2 to 3. You're looking at right here. 1,500 compared to 1,000. 1,000 to 700. 1,000 to 700. 1,300 to 1,000. Like, clear. And that I didn't have data. It seems on week 8 for whatever reason. I didn't look at that. I don't know what happened. But week 3, crazy amount of more modern product. I wouldn't say it's not really vintage because there's a gray area. Like what's vintage and what's not. So more Nintendo era and all that entire Diamond and Pearl, Sword and Shield, all of that stuff is built into this post-WotC category. Overall, it seems to be a smaller auction, but Pokemon's still right at literally 2/3 or 1/3 of the entire auction is Pokemon. Respect. And then you see Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering, their current market is there's not a lot selling. I've been looking for PSA 10s for Yu-Gi-Oh! And they're just not going for sale. Nobody's selling. So, completely different than Pokemon. Because stuff, you can still find whatever you want. Even Trophy Kings counts, because there's about 37 of those on the market currently. Trophy. Okay. Moving on. I want to take a look at first edition base. Last week we actually had a bunch of sales. There was one PSA 10 Nidoking, which stayed very consistent. And then Zapdos has seen a trend down, which I love. That thing needs to keep going down, and I'd be ecstatic. PSA 9, there was a bunch of sales. So our good friend Alakazam's still sticking around $1,600. Blastoise saw a big dip, but this thing was beat. Probably the worst condition PSA 9 card I've seen in a long time. It was a really old cert. They did different stuff back then. And it definitely shows sometimes. Chansey, sticking pretty consistent. Card's still around $1,600. Ballpark. Had a Gyarados sale. Strong $2,000 sale, which is honestly pretty strong compared to these other ones. Hitmonchan, the lowest population holographic card in base set, I believe. I'm pretty confident that's the lowest pop one. And you see it's not really driving the price right now. Good sale for Magneton, decent, staying around $700. And then our good friend Poliwrath actually dipped more. So crazy to see Magneton selling for less than Poliwrath. Poliwrath gets the biggest rap, but Magneton's here actually doing way worse. Even Machamp, or Machamp go? Has there been a sale? No. So Machamps do really well for PSA 10, from my experience. Or no, this is PSA 9. So PSA 9 is around $450. So those are usually like the worst. I'm sorry, those are pretty far behind. So yeah, that's really good stuff. I'm looking forward to next week. There's the most CGC 10 cards that ever have gone through at 18. So the most before then was 6, and that's this week. So I'm telling you what, we're going to see a curve, and that's even just more data that something could have changed. So we'll see. 18 is absolutely insane. So on that point, let's go over here. I want to. We're not going to look at week 14. So right now I'm looking at Pokemon. I filtered just for Pokemon, and we're looking at the most expensive cards currently on bid. I'm going to scroll down, but the first thing I'm going to do is compare the front page of Pokemon top bid versus basketball top bid, and see if we're still eclipsed by some of the higher end stuff selling. Okay, basketball. So yeah, the Torchic is currently about the PSA 10 Gold Star Torchic. It means absolutely nothing because we're a day before the auction ends, but it does show interest. Compare interest in people that are interested, I should say. So this Steph Curry rookie card, Babyface, BGS 9.5 is currently sitting $2,000 higher than the Torchic. This is an extremely popular card. So we got 29, 20, 20, and 10. So just to call it 30, 20, 20, 10. So what is that? 50, $80,000 just looking at the top 4 cards. Let's see where Pokemon's hit. So these are the top 2 things being sold, Pokemon and basketball, by percentage. So we got 27, 10, 10, 7. So 27, 37, I'll call it 47. No, 38. So 38 plus 10, 48 plus 7, 55. $25,000 less. 25,000. So there's not a single card though under $2,000. I feel like that might not be the case for basketball, but I could be wrong. Because I'm just taking a really small snapshot, looking at the top value cards, which is not a good idea. But I'm just really interested in seeing the comparison, and it's really similar. Like their cheapest card on page 1's $3,000. And this is where you get a little bit more modern too, some cases. Not in this case. Bill Russell, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, PSA 6. PSA 6. Crazy. Beautiful card. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to jump into Pokemon, kind of look at the top page. That showed me exactly what I wanted to see, is that a little bit lower selling prices on some of the Pokemon cards in the very top end of this auction, but overall, if you look at the full first page, it's pretty similar in price. I'm going to filter Pokemon, look at the highest bid items, and I'm going to go look at some of the lower stuff that's not even getting attention. So, those of you who don't know, if you ever just wanted to buy a $10 graded card, PWCC usually offers you about 5 pages, 24 cards per page, about 125 cards per auction that you can purchase for just $10 plus $2, and then you add in shipping. But still, the hammer price would be $12 with a buyer's premium. And like I said, 125 cards. You get the pick of a litter of essentially junk slabs at that point. But if you ever just wanted a graded card, you probably won't find many for $12. I haven't looked on eBay for sub $12 cards, but usually people have buy it nows a decently priced above that just because they don't want to lose money. So when you see a card probably go for that cheap, it's at auction, and they're not always coming up. So if you ever just want to pick up a graded card, this is not a very terrible way to do it, probably. So, first edition Neo Genesis box. One of these just sold for like $20,000, which is kind of low. So, this one's already doing decent. I think the one that sold was an eBay auction. I'm not positive. This last sold for $50,000. I wonder if it's the same certification. I'm not going to go dig into it right now. But there seems to be one of these Skyridge Charizards every week in a PSA 10. We have some people like it, University Magikarp in a PSA 9. Okay, comment section down below. Which would you rather? This is like a great comparison. PSA 10 Skyridge Charizard or the University Magikarp in a PSA 9. Centering's not great, so the eye appeal's not amazing, but it's still not bad. And if that's the only issue with the card, that could be off enough to get a 9, because their bezels are a little bit tinier on here. It's more noticeable, I think. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know down below, which would you rather have? If money was no object, obviously, because we're talking about a $10,000 piece of cardboard, which one would you pick? Let me know. Let me know down below. So we got more booster boxes, Neo Destiny and a Neo Discovery. Those are not first. Oh, this one is. Neo Discovery is first edition. I don't like how they kind of hide. Like the Team Rocket booster box is insane. You can barely see it. You got to hold the box at a certain angle to see it. So we got a PSA 8. So this is a new cert. So that means it's got to look really good. Oh, but it's a 6X. So this one is a little sus. The 4 certs are the guaranteed beauties. PSA 8, first edition Bayside Blastoise. The centering on this looked pretty good. It's not bad. Maybe a little left to right. Top, bottom look pretty good. But the thing's nice. It's a thick stamp. It's got no big whitening, but it's got like a bunch of little ones here down the side. Not a bad. I think an 8's a fair grade. I doubt that one could regrade to a 9, but I just hit a button on my new mouse, and I don't know what I just did. Is that the back button? Definitely not the back button. So I just clicked the other button, the opposite button. Sweet. Brought me right back to where it was. Perfect. PSA 10 first edition base at Alakazam, $4,000. So this is what I love. There is so much diversity on, like, it's not just all first edition base. EX Team Rocket returns, obviously booster box, whatever, but EX Team Rocket returns, Sky Ridge trophy card, first edition base, awesome. Just so much. Not a single card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The first 7 cards are all from like different sets or are different sets. The 8th card is the first repeat for the Alakazam and Charizard in the first edition base set. Interesting. Pretty random fact for you right there. So I'm just going to scroll through here a little bit more, check some of these higher dollar ones, and I'm going to go to towards the end. Gold Star Rayquaza to PSA 8. You have the play promo. I like how this one gets. Aren't they all they're all Japanese promos, like the Gold Star 70,000 points Umbreon. Doesn't it say Japanese promo at the top? And people call them trophy cards. It's a promo. It's a it's not a trophy card because you didn't win it. You didn't win a tournament. That's what you got to do to get a trophy, is to win a tournament. You didn't have to do that to get those. Beautiful. This card has always sold a lot. We got a PSA 10 Dark Charizard, first edition. Handful of these illustrator cards in PSA 10 condition. So I expect some of those maybe to climb in these ranks because I'm sure the populations are probably pretty low on these. A PSA 3. Love to see it. Alright, so I'm going to go check down this last page real quick. Page 98, the Island of Misfit Pokemon cards. And it's nothing that we wouldn't expect. At least they're all... Oh, I just hit the button again. Come on. Live and learn. Alright. Come on. We're loading here. 25th anniversary cards. Of course. It just... Usually it's all... most of the stuff you're seeing down here is like CGC 7... Jungle Unlimiteds, ultra modern cards, like literally amazing rare CGC 9 for $12 is not the worst thing you could do with your time and money. Yeah, so it's there's a lot of stuff in here though that, like, is this even hollow? The CGC 9 Trico is not even on the same level as that it was Raikou. So. Oh man, is that a $10 Pikachu card? Those of you that are watching this, man, there's a sleeper Pikachu there on that page. It's like a trainer card with a Pikachu in the art. You don't see those very often. I gotta go back for this. I gotta go look at it. Scrolling all the way down. Look at this. Pokekid. It's not a Pikachu, so I don't know if Pikachu people... Let me know down there, Pikachu collectors. You know who you are. Let me know if that is even something that would tickle your fancy, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so lots of Ultra Modern. Some Amazing Rare is going to go to the next page here. Give a good look. Appreciate all you guys' support. It's just want to mention that. Appreciate everyone, all the comments. I like conversing back and forth down below after I post videos. So, ever have any questions or anything, let me know. I'm still pretty good at answering any comments or questions. See, a CGC 8, the art's pretty dope on the Mewtwo. It's probably not worth $12, but that page was much worse than the last one. There was not a whole lot of anything there. Not a whole lot. So, here's some pretty cool cards. Heart Gold Soul Silver reverses for $12 right now. Even, I don't know about a reverse, but a holographic and a 9 for $12, Hitmonchan. If you could rebuild like the entire PSA 9 evolution set for sub $100 or sub like $150, It'd just be cool to have. It'd be cool to have. I wish they redid all of the arts and they didn't make like the Blastoise EX. They added a Dragonite. Like if they redid entire set with maybe just through like they took the 16 cards, they redid those, and then add secret rares, that would have been fire. That would have kicked in a lot of more people's nostalgia's balls, and they definitely would have built some pretty sick binders and sold more product probably. So here's some more. This is Wizards of the Coast. First edition Team Rocket cards for $12. Even Raikou. Interesting. This is I like spending some time on these pages because it's pretty cheap. Like there are a lot of bad cards, but there is some diamonds in the rough you can find down here. A CGC8 first printing rookie card of Slowbro, if you want to call it that. It's the first. Slowbro was not in base set. It was not in jungle. It came out in fossil. And this is a first edition rookie card in near mint condition to mint condition for $12. An 8.5 Seadra, same case. So there's some hidden gems. Some dang hidden gems. Really looking forward to this auction. So again, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see you guys there. It's going to be awesome. Hope you guys have a good one. Happy Easter, everybody. Peace.